looking at?
Just looking at this old picture of Dad you keep on the mantel.
Ah, he looks so happy in that shot. Those were good times.
Was this taken before I was born?
Yes. Separated before you were born.
I've never even met him. Why doesn't he ever visit?
He lives a long way away. He moved back to his home country after we separated.
It's not fair. All my friends get to play with their dads and talk to them and stuff. And we're so poor, it's just you looking after us. All my friends get to wear new clothes. I hate him for leaving us like this.
I'm so sorry for how this has affected you. Unfortunately, it's always the children who suffer in situations like this.
So what work does he do? You've never told me.
He is the CEO of a multinational company.
What? So he's rich?
Yes. Well, sort of.
So why doesn't he send us some money? We're just scraping by here.
Well, he owns the company, but he doesn't take a wage.
Why? That's crazy.
He lives simply. He was never the type to surround himself with luxuries.
But he must be powerful. He has to be able to help us somehow.
Oh, we're getting along fine. We don't need his help.
Does this company operate in our country?
Yes, but it only has a small operation here. It's much larger overseas.
Do you ever hear from him?
Yes, he sends me the occasional letter to let me know how he's going.
Mum, why did Dad leave? Didn't you want to be around me?
It's not your fault, sweetheart. It wasn't his fault either.
Of course it is. He left.
I think it's time we had a bit of a talk. I guess you're old enough to understand now. I've been putting this off for long enough. It's time you knew the truth. Your dad didn't leave me, I left him.
What? Why? What did you do?
Well, it's hard to explain. I thought your dad was keeping secrets from me. I became more and more suspicious and started eating away at me and just didn't trust him anymore. I did some foolish things, Stephanie.
Why didn't you trust him? Did he do something to make you suspicious?
There was one room in the house that he said I was never allowed to go into.
Why on earth would he do that?
He said I didn't need to know what was in there, just trust him. And for many long years I did. We were very happy together.
So what happened? Mum?
It's a bit embarrassing, actually.
Mum? Is there another guy?
Yes.
Who was it?
His name was Lester. He was your dad's best friend.
Mum!
I know, very stupid. Nothing much happened, but he was so smooth, so suave and sophisticated. He worked the charm on me like you wouldn't believe.
Why would he do that? You said they were best friends.
I found out later that they had had a fight before this happened. It seems he was out for revenge. Stupid, gullible me had no idea at the time.
Oh, Mum.
He just made me think about how much more I could have, about how much Michael was holding back from me, and why would he never let me in that stupid room?
So, what did you do?
One day when he was out, I went into the room.
What was in there? What was the big secret?
Nothing. The room was empty.
So it was all some stupid trick. Some test?
He said I didn't need to know what was in there. He was right.
So he was just teasing you. He was being cruel!
No. Michael is the nicest guy I have ever known. When we were first in love, It didn't matter what was in the room. Maybe it was his workshop or a library. Maybe he just needed a place to be alone. I didn't know. I didn't care. It was his house and he could have a room to himself if he wanted. It was only when I started doubting him that it became a problem.
So that's when you left him?
Yes. Felt so silly. I had betrayed him. I didn't deserve him.
Oh, Mummy. Didn't he even come looking for you?
Yes, he did.
Oh.
He found me later that day at my mother's house. The sadness in his eyes was unbearable. After we talked, he said goodbye and he said he was going back to his home country.
Did you ever see Lester again?
Oh, yes, a few times. I never spoke to him again, but I saw him around town a bit. He always looked at me with this weird look. It gave me the creeps.
How did you and Dad meet?
We grew up together. We were always friends.
Childhood sweetheart.
Yes. He always said we were made for each other.
Why don't you get back together? You obviously still love him.
We never got divorced, actually. Did you know that?
No.
He never sent me any divorce papers and I never wanted to remarry, so I just left it.
But he would take you back, wouldn't he?
Probably, but I'm not ready for that yet.
Why not?
I still can't forgive myself for what I did. Every time I look at his picture again, I feel embarrassed all over again. It was so perfect before, it can never be like that again.
I wish I could talk to him.
Maybe you can write him a letter.
It's not the same as having a real dad. A dad you can actually do things with.
I know, but he's still your dad.
He doesn't seem real to me.
I have some old photos, and I could tell you some stories. Would you like that?
Yes?
I mean, you can write him a letter.
Okay.
Hello, Michael.
Gabe, you're back already. How was the trip?
Yeah, really good. And business is definitely going on in all the regions I traveled.
Ah, excellent. Did you get to see Christina and Stephanie while you were gone?
Yes, but look, I didn't talk to them. Just checked up to see how they were going.
Did they need anything?
Well, Christina lost a job about a month ago, but I made sure she got another one. I know how tough it is getting a job over there at the moment.
She didn't know that you were involved, right?
No, I made sure it was anonymous. I know how you feel about it not appearing like you're meddling in their lives.
Yeah, and I don't want them to think that I'm trying to buy them back with lavish gifts either. I want to win Christina back, but I want to win her back because of who I am, not because of how rich I happen to be.
I guess so, but it must be hard on them.
Yeah, but they have to be able to make their own way in life. I want Stephanie to grow up to be a strong girl, able to handle whatever comes her way. And when she's old enough, I'll make sure she gets everything she deserves.
So, you still have plans for them?
Oh, yes.
Well, so you think the two of you can get back together?
Certainly. I have a plan.
Oh, well, it's been so long. What are you waiting for?
Well, I'm waiting for them to really want me back. The scars of our separation, they run deep. And Stephanie, I don't really think she's understood what's happened until just recently.
Really?
I think that's actually changed.
Well,
I got a letter from her, a very nice letter actually, just today.
oh, fantastic. Well, what did she have to say?
Well, she says that she wants to get to know me better. And, I miss her so much. And I want to do so much more for her. You know, someday we will be together.